Hey guys, it's Shadow. Welcome to part 2 of my Alexander the Great playthrough. I hope you enjoy.
Not all of the northern tribes were foolish enough to pick a fight with Alexander. Like a keen-eyed jeweler, able to discern the potential in a rough and unshaped stone, King Langarus of the Agrianians chose to ingratiate himself with the Macedonian monarch. Langarus informed Alexander that a tribe known as the Autariatai were planning to attack the Macedonians, and even more helpfully, Langarus offered to deal with them himself. Alexander gladly accepted. And so, from every hamlet and township in the Strymon Valley, Langarus called upon his forces. Swift peltasts, clutching their throwing spears tight, cavalrymen atop hardy horses well used to cantering through rocky hills, stout infantrymen armed with that wicked long blade, the Rumfire. To ensure their commitment, Langarus spoke to them of duty. To bolster their fortitude, he invoked the gods. But to strengthen their zeal, Langarus promised them plunder.
Never you fear, noble Clytus. We shall scour these valleys of those treacherous tribes who would dare to defy your honored king.
So this isn't just an excuse for you to line your coffers.
Clytus, please. I'm just being a worthy friend to your new king. If I happen to profit along the way, that's just a sure sign that the gods bless our alliance.
So I haven't already done this mission, but for some reason, when I closed and reopened AOE2 a few days ago, it deselected it from legendary difficulty, so we're just quickly redoing them. I'm a little bit annoyed, but it is what it is. These are like roughly how these missions work out.
Right, men. We shall strike out against their villages. Plunder them, as they have so often done to us. Sitalkes, you recall last winter, they stole your prize pig. Bryzos, look at your shield. The boss is still missing, no doubt tucked away in one of these squalid hamlets. So you see, boys, we're not here as plunderers. We're just taking back what's ours.
I don't want they start you in classical age, and one of your first jobs is to kill a town center. I love the dropping off towers and forts as the base. I think that's a really cool concept. I'm trying to wait until past the age to start placing a bunch of farms. Ooh, we're not going to be playing that, are we?
They know we're here, man. They guard their gold with their lives. So we shall
really
take
needed
both.
the gold from this.
Come speak with me, Langarus. I've got a task befitting a true and noble friend of Macedon.
Ashen gloran pituayo. Ashen washatameo. Kide geleti kurianas.
Oh, that's a lot more than it was in the previous one.
Bend it nice.
Kide geletti reisha.
I get into the castle if you can.
Kide geletti reisha. Kide geletti reisha. Kide geletti kurianeon. Shelkia
Saying
Ashero.
that.
Kide geletti reisha. Nai ednenai. Shelkia Ashero. Ashen tarwito. Maite toseti pendis washatameo.
It's actually a considerable jump in
Ashen
difficulty.
washatameo. Ashen tarwito. Kide geletti kurianas. Beidor.
So really the
Beidor. Beidor.
goal from destroying that. In the meantime, let's get myself some castles going.
Nai. Kide geletti kurianeon. Ashen washatameo.
On there.
Kide geletti Nai. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Kide geletti kurianeon. Tishmenas aime kurianan beidor. Beidor. Nai. Kide geletti reisha. Kide geletti kurianas. Tishmenas aime
There's just so many of them, that's the problem.
Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Ashen washatameo. Kurianan deisho. Naishal maxim. Kide geletti kurianas. Kurianan deisho. Naishal maxim. Shelkia Ashero.
God damn it, there's still more of them. Thebes and voila.
Ashen gloran pituayo. Kide geletti
We'll go these ones in as well.
Maybe you missed my invitation. I'll send my man.
Ashen washatameo.
You certainly did so.
Kide
Why
geletti
haven't
kurianeon.
no other
Kide
reason.
geletti reishas.
Let's get a castle on this side.
Nai. Kide geletti kurianeon. Ashen
The
washatameo.
Atare Atai are massing north of here. You folk have experience building in these unaccommodating hills. Think you could fortify the pass?
Might be worth building those forts.
20
They'll
minutes.
stop
Oh,
the
shit.
Altariati from rushing straight through to our camp.
What is with these random things arriving? The small numbers. Really irritating. Oh, come on. How many bodkin? At least that area is relatively safe. I need to get those castles up. That's less of a request and more of a requirement.
Narration. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo.
Really the extra gold.
Nai, Kidegeletti Kurianas, Ashen Washatameo, Ashen Washatameo, Ashen Washatameo, Ashen Washatameo, Kidegeletti Kurianeon, Ashen Washatameo, Ashen Washatameo, Ashen Washatameo, Nai, Ashen Jurayo, Kidegeletti Kurianeon, Ashen Jurayo.
Okay, that's good.
Silver
Buy ourselves
pitchers,
those.
golden drinking horns, jeweled fibulae. Very tasteful.
Ashen Washatameo. Ashen
The
Washatameo.
problem is I really need army to up my place.
Ashen
The things
Washatameo.
are. Those
Narration. Ashen Gloran Pituayo.
we might have to do here.
Ashen Gloran
Place the
Pituayo.
castle back here. But we
Ashen
can actually get the
Washatameo.
position
Ashen
for it.
Washatameo. Kidegeletti Kurianas. Ashen Washatameo. Narration. Nine. Ashen Washatameo. Kidegeletti Ratios. Ashen Washatameo.
We can just lure them back to the.
Ashen Washatameo. Kidegeletti Kurianas.
Honestly, we could do with another castle, yeah. We just need like a
Narration. Kidegeletti
hundred
Kurianas.
castles that we can defend us easily.
Narration. Kidegeletti Kurianas. Kidegeletti Ratios. Ashen Jaman Kurianeon. Kidegeletti Kurianas. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Kidegeletti Kurianeon. Narration. Kidegeletti Ratios.
40 idols, that's not ideal.
Ashen Gloran Pituayo. Nai,
I'm gonna send all of them over, but a large
Ashen
percentage of them.
Washatameo.
It's safer over there.
Nai Reishe, Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo.
What I'm worried about. Paying attention to that moment.
Nai shall maxim.
Go on.
Nai shall maxim. Nai shall bend into the Tishmenas I medekayan.
Get him, Ben.
Kidegeleti Reishas. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Shelkia Asheiro. Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Ashen Tarwato.
The level of army they send is actually wild. That's a lot.
Kidegeleti Kurianas. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Washatameo. Ashen Tarwato.
Moon protection. Oh shit.
Nice bending to Tishmenas I medekayan.
Oh, they didn't spot that level away.
Kurianan Deishor. Kidegeleti Reishas. Ashen Washatameo. Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Ashen
I
Washatameo.
take this back.
Ashen Shamantusho. Ashen Shamantusho.
That's what I thought it was. Sadly.
Nai Reishe. Ashen Washatameo. Nai. Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Ashen Washatameo.
They need to get that. That.
Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Nai. Kurianan Deisho. Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Deisho. Ashen Washatameo.
The forts are built, and not a moment too soon. I hear the thunder of hooves!
Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Kurianan Deisho. Ashen Gloran Pitwayo. Nai. Ashen Washatameo.
Kidegeleti Reishas. Ashen Washatameo.
Kidegeleti Kurianeon.
Ashen Washatameo. Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Aladijayo. Ashen Washatameo.
Kidegeleti Kurianes. Nai. Ashen Washatameo.
Kidegeleti Kurianeo.
Got in.
Hey, Clytus. I hear you've known Alexander since he was a boy. Not that he's been a man very long. Any advice for impressing him?
If you can quote Homer and ride a horse, you're halfway there.
Kidegeleti Kurianeo. Ashen Washatameo.
We really just need a mix of everything here. We might slow.
Nai. Kurianan Deisho. Ashen Washatameo. Nai Reisho.
Got in. Alright. That was interesting when I used it. This was garbage. We won't be using that. Maybe I'll white line. I think we can do that one's this one. These are both good for different reasons. So the number of units that we're getting, I think we'll get. So we're basically get that. Oh, this is cavalry as well. Yeah, cavalry. Yeah. I remember this infantry was cavalry because the one warriors kind of forgot about the. It's an absolute shitload of units. That's way more than it was before. Oh shit. I really just feel like they gave Thracians the most mediocre units they could possibly find. It's never ending. The house.
Those forts did their job, eh, Clytus? See? I'm not just a brawler. I'm something of an architect, too.
These tribes wouldn't cause half as much trouble if it weren't for those wine-addled bruisers that lead them. A sack of gold for every chieftain you kill.
Got too many goals anyway. Honestly, just make your farming go here. Save yourself this hassle. Honestly, with all these extras, we can start going here with one. Price is no siege yet, but I'm not complaining. Not these. Really annoying.
I should wash a tameo.
Nai. Ashun washatameo.
So we can get a good mass of gold units going. I don't really want to waste the gold on them.
Bring the gold to me, boys. Any jewelry, any cauldrons, any diamond-encrusted nail clippers, you can take home to your wives. Let them know you're worth their time.
Ashun washatameo.
They're getting siege. I feel like I'm missing something, yeah. And these over here, why not?
Ashun washatameo.
This last one. Cool.
Take what you can carry, and then take more.
Looking at his upgrading, we will eventually be using those ones. I shouldn't be losing that like that. I was trying to hit the chieftain to lure him in. Basically just wasting a bunch of gold. I'm not a big fan of these infinite spam missions. Wonder if the levy line would be good now. Ah, they got Rico boys. They're using a lot of them.
Ashun washatameo.
Honestly, getting a bunch of guardsmen who got dive would be good.
Judging by that loot, Hermes does too.
Oh shit.
I recognize that statuette. These lice-ridden reprobates were the ones who raided us last winter.
Trying to assassinate things here? Oh.
So, now that he's gone, what did you really think of old King Philip?
He was a brute. A womanizer. A drunkard. Foul-tempered, coarse. Devious. I'd have followed him to the ends of the earth.
Can't the stuff done. Have to replace that.
You fight well, Angaros. Keep this up. Alexander will be desperate to have the Agrianians along when we invade Persia.
Persia? By Hermes. All this effort to befriend the lad and he's off to get himself killed in Asia.
Have a decent number here, yeah. Alright, let's go and see if we can dive. Rid of that, and then after that we can go forward again. Fudge. Oh, boy. We'll now have to replace that. Wow, they didn't even really get to him. I guess they were attacking at the same time. Didn't see which one that was, but... There's 6,000 gold now, so we can start actually going for gold units. Open this. Price again. Come on. It's too far away.
Granicus, son of Zoltes, dead by my hand. You won't be snatching ornaments from above my hearth any longer, eh?
Let's finish that off. Please. This one seems well protected. Okay, they die too quickly. The thing is, they have villagers, but the amount of spamming they're doing, they don't really have an economy. Like, maybe technically they have an economy. I would not describe.
3 days ago, you were tending your sheep. This is much more fun, isn't it, boys? Strip the village clean. They would have done the same to us, just less skillfully.
I feel like the Thracians have a really mediocre set of units. And then they're technically Illyrians, so they get mercenary peltals, which are way more interesting than basically anything I can use. I managed to save those right.
Look at these coins. Old King Codus's face on every one. The great Thracian unifier. How sad he'd be to see us all back to plundering one another. Oh well, this'll buy me a new battle axe or two.
They haven't started with that.
Was this the tribe that raided us the summer before last? Took my best blade. Oh well, looks like I've got it back. What does Alexander hope to achieve in Asia? You might snatch the cities of Ionia. They've changed hands more often than a drinking bowl at a banquet. But deep in the great king's realm, where the real riches are, the Persians have armies in the millions, I hear.
Philip too planned to invade Persia, and he was not given to folly.
Hey, I recognize that corpse. Scathe, you cunning old fox. Couldn't trick your way out of this one, could you?
Wonder, and then after that we're pretty much done, I think. By the time that we kill all those as well. PC and Wonder. 6k gold. then the temple as well, we give like another 500 or something like that.
You Macedonians seal all your alliances through marriage, right? Now I've heard that Alexander's half-sister is very fetching.
You want to marry a daughter of Philip? Brave man, Langaros. Oh, she'd put your household in order, that's for sure.
Oh, let it all come crashing down. I feel mighty. I feel strong. Like an ox. Like an avalanche. Sweeping down the mountainside.
I think we need a little bit more.
Now I've heard that the late Philip's right-hand man, what's his name? Parmenion? Didn't get along too well with young Alexander.
Parmenion's been a miserable grouch since he left his mother's womb. But he is a dutiful servant of Macedon, and he's pledged himself to Alexander. Parmenion's the one who's going to establish our bridgehead in Persia.
Guessing there's a TC here. Oh, it's just a mill. Those mills look more like houses than mills to me. It's actually kind of visually confusing.
These people were from mighty stock. No wonder they had so much wealth. Masterful horse thieves, this lot.
Got 500 gold to get. DC's that. Oh, those are keeps basically. Thinking they're taking ages to kill. What reason will do that?
Tell your king the Agrianians fought as if the gods themselves were watching. And if they weren't, they missed a fine show.
Aye, I'll tell him just that. And I'm quite certain there will be a place for your men when we sail to Asia.
GG?
While Alexander had been away in the north, making friends and slaughtering foes, rumors were spreading in Greece.
I have it on good authority that the tyrant Alexander is dead, and with him that feckless rabble that his barbarous father called an army. Now is the time to rise up, cast out the garrisons that he imposed on your fine cities, and retake your liberty!
Alexander was not dead. And when he heard that the Thebans had trapped their Macedonian garrison on the city's Acropolis, he was furious. Ah, Thebes. The city where Oedipus had plucked out his own eyes. Where Antigone hanged herself. Where Heracles went mad and slew his own family. For defying Alexander, the Thebans would suffer a new tragedy.
By the 12 gods, we're surrounded! Where is Alexander? I signed up to be a garrison officer, not a general.
We're sick of the sight of you Macedonian rats infesting the sacred Cadmea. We're coming up, and your bloated corpses are going to tumble down!
I don't want to be a bloated corpse. Bar the gates, man the barricades, wake up the sentries.
Okay. Oh god, that's already going badly. So this part of the mission on hard was not particularly difficult. If I'm being 100% honest. But it's definitely looking a little trickier already. This difficulty. Wait, almost forgot. I should not wait now.
We're gonna keep coming, Macedonians. I had brothers at Chaeronea, and I'll honor their memories by bashing your skulls into pulp!
I think he's a little angry. I like that again. Mixing a couple of light health potentially. Let's get that as well. Did it occasionally reinforce the ones on these sides? Star. Pull these back a little bit. We've actually got a decent sized army here.
These Thebans don't sound too merciful.
I could do with some here. Definitely think I'm lacking a lot on this side is that range support. And to be fair, a few more of these would not hurt either. Oh, crap. Missing a few units there, that's not ideal.
Oh, light-bringing goddess, take pity on me. I'm just a humble man with little to give. Look, my wife, she makes the most wonderful honey cakes. Moist and sweet and... Just spare my life, and I'll dedicate 12, no, 24 at your shrine.
Now we can probably do with adding a few extra. Yeah.
King isn't coming, Macedonian. You're going to die up there.
Oh.
And for what?
And goodness, hoplites are not good against range units. So many things to keep track of in this mission.
Oh, beautiful Artemis, I ask you, beg you, goddess, preserve me and I'll sacrifice 10 white goats for you. Succulent ones too, not those stringy creatures that Pathon sells.
Kind of lacking numbers there a little bit. Oh, I don't really meant to be going that deep, but
This is quite the situation. You lot still alive up there?
General Granicus! Oh, thank the gods. Is Alexander here?
He's not far behind. You boys, hold on just a little while longer. And try not to sound so scared, Eropos. Sets a bad example.
I wonder if this character that's scared of dying is based on someone real. Or if it's just the gentleman who made, or gentleman woman that made this picking up. Ooh, that is worse. It's starting to fall apart a little bit, that section. Plenty of time though. Ooh, that side's also falling apart.
Swift-footed Artemis. Strong-voiced
Everything to
Artemis.
here.
Fast-shooting Artemis. Don't let me die. Watch over me, and I will raise you a statue, whatever it costs. Carrion marble, and an ivory bow, and crystal for the eyes. And a proper stonemason to carve it, and I'll refuse him wine so his hands are steady.
This part is definitely worse than it was at the lower difficulty. Because honestly, up until this point, it's been relatively similar in terms of how it's worked. Okay, they should be about to finish up here. We have unfortunately lost some of our building.
Alexander's on the horizon. The Thebans are already diverting their men to the outer walls. Now finish off the ones on the Cadmea. Make yourselves presentable.
Which is gonna be, I don't really have an army remaining to deal with the rest of the mission at the moment. Normal at this point, at least before this point, has been, oh shit, a lot less ugly than this. Nowhere to go first though. Deal with this.
Thebans, I have no wish to be your conqueror. Join me willingly, and I shall gladly count you among our ranks when we cross into Asia.
Granicus! You milk-sucking sons of sows!
They'll regret that. You boys in the garrison!
Alright.
Now that the Thebans are focused on us, you go cause some chaos in the city.
Sneak out, sabotage, then regroup at the Cadmea before the Thebans can respond. Lightning raids, right? The longer we're roaming around out there, the more Thebans will come for us.
Need to go and start with the one here, because this one has a bunch of units. And that's what we're lacking most at the moment.
The supplies are out. We must go and get more, even if it's dangerous.
Those Thebans aren't in the mood for mercy. You get those prisoners out of there before they get decapitated.
My, those screams! They're killing the prisoners! We should get back to the Cadmea before the Thebans come after us. By the gods, We thought you lot were dead. But come with us. If we can distract the Thebans inside the city, Alexander can break in from without.
We need to be a little careful there.
Eyes on the water, Erebos. A Theban supply ship is headed downriver. Nab it when it gets into the shallows.
Look, the marketplace. They've got figs. Right? Fresh figs. I haven't eaten anything that wasn't stale or salted for days. Recover what you can from the dead. Gods forgive us.
I don't know if we'll make it tonight.
You sent a patrol after us.
Don't lose the Cadmea.
Oh,
The
shit,
Thebans might be distracted now, but they'll keep coming for their Acropolis.
Come a lot faster than
A
before.
fine catch. I wouldn't go splashing around in that river, though. Half the city's chamber pots end up in there.
Zeus preserve us! The Cadmea is under attack!
At least we've got rid of them chasing me now. Wow, they're absolutely bounced. British has somewhere to heal. That's the problem right now. Beforehand, the patrol took quite a bit longer to arrive. We just need to reinforce our numbers here a little bit. It really matter who's there, it doesn't matter that we have to reinforce.
Look, the smithies.
Oh, that's not the hit.
You've sent a patrol after us.
Finish this off quick. Fucking hell. No point. They have more patrols and they're basically everywhere this time. Could deal with this. That's going down fast.
No more patrols around the smithies, if you want to have another crack.
Good deal with this.
Sent a patrol after us.
No way they should be as quick as the last time. Come on! Finish it off. Finish it off and run.
Ah! Smoke rising from the Agora. Keep it up, lads.
Go for this one first because this one's already mostly dead. Won't take long to finish off. Kill that. Eyeball that.
The fewer weapons they have, the less likely we are to get stabbed.
Thank you for the information.
Our boys in the city have been wreaking merry havoc, and the Thebans are in disarray. Time to strike, I reckon.
Hearken to me, soldiers! None of us wished to bring death upon this eminent city. But just as the Thebans once forsook their Greek brothers and sided with the Persians, so now they have chosen perfidy and sedition. They assault our comrades on the Cadmea, our stout-hearted friends. Rush forth now to their aid.
Make things a little bit less clunky. Because the worst thing with these is trying to use them if they don't have a lot of these on them.
A fine haul there, lads. Is that the armor of the Sacred Band? Alexander wiped them out at Cheironea. I think he's going to do in the rest of the Thebans too.
Now we rejoin.
You have your orders. Seize the city, raise our banners in its most hallowed precincts, and let the Thebans see that they rule here no longer.
Alright, so what we'll do is this one.
I return from rocky Thrace. I think Langaros will prove an enthusiastic ally, and he offers you these strapping warriors.
I don't like the Rumfire Warriors, they feel very mediocre. But I used these before and they weren't great either. But they're not bad, it just feels slightly mediocre, I think that's the best way of putting it. It's so satisfying watching 12 rounds destroy everything.
Oh, seven-gated city of Cadmus. You must be blind as Oedipus to see Lord Alexander approach and bar your gates to his majesty.
this one. That one could cause a couple of ugly casualties with the way in which this honors are waiting for me. Oh, what is that regroup? Holy crap, that was bad. Why are they focusing that side? Really?
The House of Pindar is not to be looted, torched, or in any way vandalized. That ancient poet once honored my family in verse. He alone among these brutes recognized the greatness of the Argians.
I didn't realize that most of them were coming from up there. Oh really? They really are getting destroyed by the hoplites. This one's at least a little bit.
When ivy-wreathed Dionysus came upon Thebes and demanded that King Pentheus recognize his power, he was spurned, and the wrath of Dionysus was terrible indeed. When I stood before your walls and made my demands, Thebans, you should have remembered the fate of Pentheus.
Why are we focusing down the horses? Please ignore those poor horses, Jesus. Wait. One of my least favorite things in this game is the way in which units are constantly rocking the buildings like this. I'll get the mouse right now. 60 roughly. Can you stop attacking those, please? Yeah, 60 roughly. But that'll do it. And then I'm just gonna send everything that's currently active up over.
Slake your thirst at the fountain of Ares. Fill yourselves with his love of strife. For there is still bloody work to do this day.
If I'd changed my rally point for these. Oh, that's that freaking hoplites are so strong. Against everything that I'm making pretty much. Hoplites are good. This one shouldn't be as bad as this one though. Almost. Those are probably not surviving. Works for me though, because that means half their army is not here to defend them. Means this should be much easier to capture.
Amphion, O son of Zeus, who blessed this city with its walls in the age of heroes, I stand humbly before your tomb. Accept these offerings of oil and honey, and know that the violence I did to your creation was no affront to you.
We hold the city, Alexander. No resistance left. I'll recall the soldiers.
You know, my father once destroyed Olynthus after it betrayed him. I thought that was cruelty. But now I see. Either you make the price of rebellion clear, or you invite the knife in the back. Let the men loose. Let Thebes burn.
Brutal. GG.
Alexander's destruction of Thebes was near total. All that he allowed to remain were the temples, the ancient Cadmea, and the house of the poet Pindar. The rest of the rebellious Greeks immediately surrendered, and Alexander could once again turn his gaze towards Persia. As was only natural before such a grand expedition, Alexander went to Delphi, seeking the wisdom of the god Apollo. When Alexander arrived, he was told that Apollo's priestess was absent from the temple, this being a day when prophecies were forbidden. But Alexander, believing that his will surpassed any sacred rules, marched to the priestess's quarters and began to drag her towards the temple, determined that she would tell him his fate. "My son!" exclaimed the terrified priestess. "You are unconquerable!" Satisfied with his boorishly acquired prophecy, Alexander crossed the Hellespont. Parmenion was waiting with the advance guard, but Alexander had more pressing matters. He proceeded to Troy, where he anointed the gravestone of Achilles with oil. He and his friends ran races around the tomb, as though they were the heroes of Homer's Iliad. The Persians had time for no such frivolities. They assembled their forces at the river Granicus, trusting in its steep banks and fast-flowing waters to deter Alexander's onslaught. Alexander gazed at the army arrayed against him, a host more numerous than any he had yet faced. The steeds of the Persian nobles strutting along the serried ranks, their riders eagerly watching for a glimpse of the invader they wished to slay. Upon a single charge across the Granicus, Alexander would stake the fate of his entire expedition.
The Persians hold a stout position and have the benefit of rest. Our men are tired from the march. Reconsider your assault, I urge you.
I did not cross the Hellespont to be waylaid by this puny stream. Form up. You will take the infantry on the left and center, while I shall lead the cavalry on the right, as befits a king's honor. I shall break the Persians' morale, so long as you do not flee first.
See how the foe deploys his troops, and arrange yours accordingly. Your cavalry charge will be for naught if the rest of the line crumbles.
Oh jeez, that's way more than there was before. Skirmisher, I think. Is that camels? Probably for here.
Macedonians!
Swordsman.
Many of you served my father, who led you to victories against the warlike Thracians.
Guardsmen.
The savage Illyrians.
Need to be
The hard-riding Scythians.
Delta.
Fine victories. But look at the host against whom I lead you today. The finest soldiers of the Persian Empire. How splendid their costumes! How lustrous their horses! How magnificent their banners! Have you ever seen so grand an army? Now think of the glory when you rout them today! Imagine the trophies you will hang above your hearths! Here, ringing in your ears the acclamation that you fought beside Alexander on the day of his greatest victory!
I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make that now we're in a higher difficulty. On hard, it didn't seem too difficult to sort of make things just work here, even if you didn't have the perfect setup. I do have to wonder if that'll be the same case. Yeah. Alright, stop.
Cry Zeus Soter and charge!
Here we go, lads! Kill their commanders and break their spirits!
Okay, we've got them out of position. Okay, the captain's hard to kill, yeah. Yeah. Come back to it.
Seize that Persian command post! Command post is this? The satrap's brought half his wardrobe.
I see the sigil of Mithridates, son-in-law of King Darius. Let him face me, since his father will not. Sacred fires, thronged with chanting magi, exhorting the foe to greater feats. Douse their flames!
These golden trinkets are ours now.
They're horse pens. You know what to do with those, lad.
How do we make them stampede? Can you kill the sable?
Section of the line is in trouble. The captain is dead.
A Persian field hospital. Seize it and stop them patching up their sickly conscripts.
Poultices, tourniquets, bandages. Patch yourselves up and get back in the fight.
Run hard, you silver-maned stallions, like luminous comets through an ashen sky.
The Persian standards! Burn them, lads!
Steady, we're still okay at the moment.
Let the Persians see their banners burn. Turn those fine pigments black.
I smell cedar and frankincense. Another of the Persian sacred pyres.
See, Persians! Your once mighty fires now reduced
that one looks
to sputtering
odd.
embers.
Where's the leader here? Get him.
There! The breastplate of Rosarches, foremost among these satraps in valor. The honor of killing him will be mine alone.
He's there. Still steady at the moment. This one looks harder than it did before.
Aeneas! Face me, man!
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Into their baggage camp, like wolves in a hen house.
Critical.
They are broken!
Okay, good.
By the 12 gods, I triumph!
Not yet. The Persians may have fled, but their Greek mercenaries remain, encamped in the hills at the rear.
What self-respecting Greek would serve the Persian king? I shall deal with these myself. Each company is to send me the man who most distinguished himself today. These will form my hunting party.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot harder than it was the first time. Like, these already look way stronger than they were before. Okay. The bowmen are definitely a good idea. Get 3 of these. And another one of those. The aim is pretty much just to not have to replace these. And then just increase our cavalry in front. And try and drag these to our hill in smaller batches. That is insanely armored, what the hell?
Hard men, these Greek mercenaries. A blessing for us that the Persians were too distrustful to put them in the front line, but
they've even got
taking them
extra
out now
armor,
will
what
still
the
be
hell?
tough going. The ravine divides here. They're holding both paths. You take one group out, and the other will have to fall back before they're outflanked.
This is not good. None of them get bonus damages though, so get one of those. Oh, they don't even know. I need to cancel. They don't even have the second. They don't have the second attack. They're really bad. The number of losses I lost had in the last one, we need to be a bit more careful now. Honestly, the Peltars might be better just because they're a bit more base damage, I think, than these two. They even have freaking ballistics. Like, this is peaceful. It's gonna take a while, but it's worth it. Pretty sure they had 1 or 2 less armor. The hard, legendary. I don't know why the AI is glitching out so hard, yeah. Alright, that's how we needed to do this, because now we've lost... I don't even know if we've lost a single unit here. We lost very little.
The others are retreating. Push on.
Assess the situation, lad. Choose your approach.
Hoplites, hang on. They probably get insane bonus against infantry. It'll be the skirms I need to deal with separately, but let's get ourselves another group of Royal Companion Cavalry. That's the other option? No, we don't have anything against that. Yeah, they don't do anything against my archers, so that's good. Feels like a lot of the units are very weak against the archer option, even though these archers are relatively pathetic. So they actually decided to fight towards that. And now the rest of this is just a little bit It's probably so boring to watch, just wiping lethal down. I can guarantee the last fight is going to be a nightmare unless I really conserve units.
The day has been long, but do not slacken now, brave soldiers. I see your camp behind you, traitors. You cannot continue to fall back much longer.
Catastrophes or... Oh, these are both bad. This has the potential to do a lot of damage very quickly. I think that's the difference. But I think we can kill that a lot easier than this one, actually. What's the range in that? Jeez. Not even that high range, it's just that my range is very lacking. Okay, I think we just have to go gung-ho here.
have you cornered, Greeks? Like hunters hemming in a growling boar.
I think they're not focusing their skirmisher on these. That could be bad. Happy with the archer numbers I've still got. Got a kill. Ah! That's my micro. I don't think this is easier than last time, the final battle.
Forgive us, Lord Alexander! Forgive us and spare our lives!
I feel like we're gonna come to regret this, but we'll spare them.
Mercy is the gift of the strong, and I bestow it on you. A fine victory, Macedonians, and the first of many. Let Darius bear witness. I am not some marauder to be dealt with by his lackeys. I am King Alexander, and I lay claim to this realm.
GG.
Like the kings of Homer's Iliad, vying for glory in the foremost ranks, Macedonian monarchs led from the front, and few with such zeal as Alexander. At the Granicus, he plunged into the fray, as a famished wolf darts among a grazing flock, tearing at sheep and shepherd alike. But Alexander ventured too far, and a Persian horseman brought his sword swinging towards the king's neck. But Clytus, lurching forward, sliced the Persian's arm from his shoulder. His first victory over the Mede in hand, and feeling just as invincible as the Pythian priestess had proclaimed him, Alexander marched on. His target was the coastal city of Halicarnassus, its grand harbor ringed by walls flecked with sea foam, where the great warrior queen Artemisia had once ruled. You see, Alexander had a rather unconventional plan to deal with the Persian navy. Rather than build a fleet and fight them at sea, he'd simply use his army to capture the Persian naval bases, one by one. The rightful queen of Halicarnassus was Ada II, a wise and learned woman, and a gracious benefactor of the temple at Delphi. But, deposed by her brother, Ada now languished in exile, until the arrival of Alexander presented her with an opportunity. The exiled queen welcomed Alexander, putting her wealth, her followers, and her considerable knowledge at his disposal. So splendidly did they get along, Ada even adopted Alexander as her own son. The siege of Halicarnassus, then, would be a family affair.
Alright, let's go.
Halicarnassus, jewel of Ionia, now swarming with Persian rogues and their Greek mercenaries. Return my city to me, Alexander.
It will be so, I swear it. For a siege is no more than a battle of wills. The foe will come upon us with all the ferocity of desperate men, but if we shatter their strongholds, they will abandon the defenses.
Get all the TCs running.
Oikodomeo. Μεταλλιού.
Προστάγματα. Οικοδομέο.
Τι εστίν οικοδομέο. Ναι, κοράνος. Τι εστίν φουλοτομέο. Οικοδομέο. Οικοδομέο.
Ναι, κόρανος. Χέτρομος.
Οικοδομέο.
Ναι, οικοδομέο. Τι τελείς. Oikodomeo, oikodomeo.
This one.
Oikodomeo. Ne, koranus. Metaleo. Hetro, yes. Kulotomeo. Raire, metaleo. Dar. Kulotomeo.
Gaire. Oikodomeo. Prostagmata.
Good economy running.
Oikodomeo.
Chetoime. Oikodomeo. Prostagmata. Oikodomeo.
Get a market going.
They come upon us like ants pouring from a nest.
Honestly, not too inaccurate of a. Wait, Macedonians can get the final ever.
Nekoranos.
Explains why I found the cavalry to be rollers. Wait, let's not throw ourselves a bunch of towers. Preferably.
Oikodomeo. Nekoranos. Gaire. Oikodomeo.
Raire.
Daro. Kulotomeo. Nekoranos.
Your father was a masterful besieger. He knew that no two strongholds are alike. The methods by which you subdue one may not work for another. Just as a huntsman trains one dog by the whistle and another by the stick.
Or just as an adulterous one-eyed king seduces some women with gifts and others with false promises.
Ne, koranus. Prostagmata.
Tiestin. Nekoranos.
Oikodomeo.
Get that in.
Hetronos. Oikodomeo.
It seemed actually somehow more chill this time than last time.
Prostagmata. Oikodomeo.
Tiestin. Oikodomeo. Ergeo.
Gaire. Asmenos. Oikodomeo.
Τι δεν λέεις?
Oikodomeo.
Raire.
Chetoime.
Τα λέω. Κουλοτομeo. Ναι, κόρας.
Επισυτίζομαι. Χουλοτομέο. Προστάγματα. Στην. Μεταλλιούο. Χουλοτομέο.
That in. And then once we have enough wood, we can start getting the thing going.
Oikodomeo. Ναι, yes. Oikodomeo.
I do 2 castles in this area. Honestly, 2 castles in each area would be amazing. I just don't know if we can afford that.
Τι δεν λέεις?
A lot of reasons.
Oikodomeo.
Gaire.
Τι εστί?
Oikodomeo.
Raire.
Oikodomeo.
Χέτουμε, μεταλλαίο.
Putting a lot of gold
Μεταλλαίο.
is good. Gonna need a lot of gold.
Chetoime.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
That in.
Nekoranos.
Oikodomeo.
Okay,
Oikodomeo.
we're at the point where I probably can
Τι δεν λέεις?
start
Oikodomeo.
making villages and start making farms for now. Prioritize other things. Honestly, none of those sound good. Let's go with that.
Ναι, κόρα, προστάγματα.
Βάινο.
Τι δεν λέεις? Ακούω. Oikodomeo.
Honestly, with those two, I'm undecided.
Προστάγματα. Oikodomeo.
Surprised I haven't. Okay. I had to say. Surprised I haven't attacked you. We've got 2 castles here. It should be actually relatively easy just to let the 2 castles do that. I do kind of want them chasing my units rather than doing damage. Okay.
Oikodomeo.
Dig, brave sappers. Though the earth keeps your deeds from sight, know that your king esteems your toil.
There is a village nearby, Alexander. No doubt they despise the Persians' presence as much as I do. Perhaps they'd be willing to help.
As long as I don't prioritize going for this, it's fine. What's the options? Yeah. That could be interesting, honestly. Problem is those bastions are absolutely insane. The gates are shattered!
Now bring down that fort!
There's no point for any more units here. That's either going to go down or it's not. And start making an army back here. So we can try and save it afterwards. What's the option?
We have the first breach. Saffron-robed Enyo, wall breaker. Your favor grants us victory.
Some mercenaries of our own might prove useful here. I have identified some suitable candidates, ferocious as they are unmannered.
Yeah, they're not so fun. That's way too many units.
Metalluo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
What those 3 are?
Tiestin.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Nekoramus. Oikodomeo. 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 Oikodomeo.
Is he not a marvel, Ada? I have never seen the like of it. People are drawn to Alexander like fawns to a stream.
He is the very image of Achilles, godlike in countenance and a dread hunter in the clash of arms. You must watch over him, Hephaestion.
I'd like that. Not really. Those over there, but can't forget about them. God, there's so many units.
Who are you? Persian? Greek? A Macedonian, you say? Gods give me strength. Whatever. Look, you replace the provisions those lice-ridden mercenaries nicked from us, and we'll make it worth your while.
1515, where are they?
A shepherd making demands of a king? Philip would not have entertained this.
I prefer you to the Persians already, let me tell you. Here, There's a way to get to one of those forts, an arrow pass, known only to us shepherds. We'll show you.
Metaleo, oikodomeo. Prostagmata. Tiesti. Gaina, kankoyeis.
Nekoranos, oikodomeo.
Almost, they can just go to such an insane amount of military. How about these?
Bears! Not the only den around here, if those half-eaten forages are anything to go by.
Heracles blesses this hunt. Skin the bears and look for more.
Okay, through here. That's gonna have to kill that. Oh, maybe.
This was the city of Artemisia, wasn't it? Halicarnassus, home of the warrior queens.
Another fort crumbles. Pallas Athena sees our efforts and she rewards us richly.
My royal armorer will provide you with whatever you need.
Honestly, I don't feel like either of them are that useful, but maybe this one can surprise me. I didn't realize the market prices were so good.
Prostagmata, tiesti. Erfomai. Oikodomeo, oikodomeo.
Hoping that spawns a little bit closer to this side. Could be worse. Could be better.
Get going, sappers! There's as much glory to gain from picks and spades as swords and spears.
Oh, I'm not entirely convinced by this one anymore. Need to try and drag them into the castle. They're like to get distracted by the castle. Okay. Good to have one or two of these every now and then.
The gates are down. Now, smash that fort into splintered timbers and broken bricks.
God damn it, they really went for some of the craziest stats on these units. There's where the other bears are. Guess we'll just do that and rely on market for the rest of the game. Was that down yet? Nice, okay. Order here.
Oh boy. What will it take to make these men surrender? I shall rule over naught but rubble and rotting corpses.
When I seize the treasuries of Susa, you will have all you need to restore these fine walls.
Okay, and the final two, what's the option?
Your blood parents must be fine
Barnes
folk to
on,
have
Barnes
raised
on.
such a son.
My father was a brute. My mother was a volatile snake charmer.
Click on the
More
photo
attentive to
taker.
asps and vipers than her own brood.
Didn't see any commandos. Absolute insanity. It's such a stupid number of units. Good. By the bribery.
Tiestin. Oikodomeo.
There's so many units in the field that it's lagging. God damn it. It's so hard to stabilize. My god. Come on, build. We need some more builds again as well. I really need to get to 1500 gold after all this as well. That's gonna be actually probably the harder part. Holding this, because holding this is just a matter of delaying them, killing the rounds. But 1500 gold? That is confusing. These kind of need it online.
Halicarnassus. I know her every street and avenue like the hands and heart of my own body. Every injury done to her I feel in my flesh.
Would that all the rulers in this world of dust and iron had such passion as you, Ada.
There's gold back here. I am blind. Wait, we have mercenary hub, but I did not notice that before. Okay. Need to try and send a bunch of these off to their death. And a bunch of these off to their death. Those are not going to be very useful against the building. Okay, it's a little bit longer, we get the 1500 gold and then we go. Get rid of the rams and the rest of this history. Ivan Ballot. Speed up the process there. Infantry just kinda suck. At least these infantry feel they kinda suck.
Prostagmata, oikodomeo, 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 tidele, oikodomeo, geo.
Vaire, oikodomeo, geo.
Is it 1500 gold? 1500 gold. Okay, we wait for this to go past and then we go in. The amount of infantry we've got there should be enough to get Ring Killer Law. Just hope this doesn't go after me. Just worried that the Bastions will absolutely murder me. But I don't know how the bribe works.
It's all arranged. The gates have been opened and the fort sabotaged. Quick,
Okay, cool.
get inside and finish destroying it before our ploy is discovered.
And now we just send good tons of these to defend, meanwhile. Some of them are still against it. Okay, good up.
The walls empty. They flee to the harbor, crowding onto ships, bewailing their defeat. Queen Ada, retake your rightful place as ruler of this fine city.
So long did I pray for this. And then the gods sent you, Alexander. May you always be good to your friends, no matter how mighty you become.
GG. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching part 2 of my Alexander the Great campaign. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon with part 3.